Hello and welcome back to another episode of Stu's Reviews. Before we begin, if you find today's video of any help to you at all, don't forget to return the favour and hit that subscribe button if you aren't already. With that said, let's dive into what I'm looking at today. Now, about 4 months ago, I did a part 1 of the Click and Grow Smart Garden, where I basically set the thing up and gave you my impressions of how easy it was to set up. Oh, wow, that is bright. That is very bright. That is very bright indeed. Well, now we're back with part 2 because something has grown. What you're about to see is the culmination of hours and hours of doing absolutely nothing but waiting for a plant to grow. And here it is, the Smart Garden 3. It's been a total of 40 days since I planted the pods, and the basil is now fully grown and ready to eat over the next few months. The beauty of this is that I haven't had to do anything other than plug it in a month ago and top it up with water once. And it's produced 3 green, beautiful basil plants that I can't wait to tuck into. I was originally a bit concerned about trying this out, as nearly everything I try and grow turns to ash instantaneously. Well, the Smart Garden 3 has proved me wrong, and has aided me in actually growing and keeping something alive. From just some small seeds in 3 pods to 3 towering basil plants, I'm really excited to test the smells and tastes of my own grown herbs. And here it is, my very own basil garden that's been sat in the kitchen to one side doing absolutely everything on its own. And it's not even been in an area where there's been particularly a lot of sunlight. It's actually been in quite a dark corner, and our kitchen is very dark as well. So the fact it's grown on its own, it's not needed any watering. I had to top it up once in the little reservoir there, but overall, I am super impressed. But with that said, now that it's grown, I want to take a look at a few things. First of all, I want to find out if this is financially beneficial. So, I did some calculations. If we ignore the cost of the Click and Grow Smart Garden for this purpose, I want to look at the pure cost of the plants themselves. Now, for 3 pods, which will fill your Smart Garden 3, it costs £8.85. Now, it's super energy efficient, and it grew this in about a month, so it's made it ready in about a month's time, and it only cost me about 62 pence to power the entire thing for that month, which means that if we add them both up and then divide by 3, it means that per plant I've paid £3.15. Now, I did a bit of digging and I found that I can buy a bag of basil leaves that roughly is equivalent to one of these plants for £1.25. That means that it's £1.90 more for one of these. Now, what do I get for paying? There's a fly on it, little bug. Anyway, so what am I getting for that £1.90 extra? Well, the first of all is that this was grown in the kitchen. And I know that I'm not spraying pesticides in the kitchen. This, however, I don't know. Does it say on the packet? It doesn't actually say on the packet whether or not this has pesticides sprayed on it, but I would probably say that it is going to have had something sprayed on it. However, this has had nothing sprayed on it. So I'm paying, I guess, for a bit of premium knowledge that this isn't going to kill me or give me some form of horrible, permanent illness. So that's one thing. I think the second thing is the fact that I have had to put no effort in this at all. Now, this will last me about 5 days or something in the fridge. This will last me about 90 days. I think in the Click and Grow app, it says this can last for about 90 days. So this will last me a very, very long time and just allow me to gradually take from it over time. And the fact that I don't need to care for it, I can just plug it in a corner, fill it with water, and then just watch the water thing and fill that up occasionally. It's just great. It's so, so easy. So I'm paying £1.90 extra per plant for all of those things, which, do you know what? I don't think is too unreasonable. I really don't think it's that unreasonable. Especially when you can consider it's not just basil plants you can get. You can get all sorts of stuff. Plants that are definitely more expensive, and generally speaking, all the pod prices are the same. So I don't think it's too unreasonable. But the real test here is, does it smell and taste as good as the shop bought stuff? So first of all, let's give it a smell. Oh, that smells incredible. No, I haven't got the best smell in the world. Best sense of smell. I smell perfectly fine. But it is very strong, that smell. Oh, it smells just like pesto. It's beautiful. Okay, now there's the test. Fresh bag. We'll open it up, waft it around a bit. There we go, there's a plant. There's definitely a difference. This smells nicer. This smells like a greenhouse full of wonderful herb smells. This doesn't smell like that. It smells basil-y, but it's not the same. My verdict is that, without a doubt, smells better. Why is that? I have no idea. It's probably because it's growing and still in the pot itself, whereas this has been chopped off the basil plant some time ago. I mean, you can get potted basil plants for a couple of quid, similar to this. But the problem with those are that, yes, it might smell a bit nicer than pre-packaged leaves, but you have to look after that one. So I would rather pay a quid more and have something that looks after itself and is free from pesticides. Right, okay, so that is the smell test, where this one clearly won. The real question is, what do they taste like? So I think it's time to go and make something. It's widely known that I am a fantastic chef, so I'm going to make some food using the shop bought basil and the Smart Garden 3 basil to see which one tastes the nicest. So let's get these hands dirty and make some food. So you'll find that I've made a fantastic Italian pasta to try out this basil. Let's take a closer look. Now, truth be told, although I faithfully made both of these, and you can believe that, it's true, I don't know which one has which basil on it. So I'm going to try it and see what I think. Let's start with this one. I don't need that bit. It's a bit basil-y. Can you eat basil on its own? Nice. Basil-y. Bit dry. What about this one then? The flavour on that one is much nicer. It's much fresher as well. My guess is that this one is from the Smart Garden. Which one's it from? And there we go. The Smart Garden basil smells both nicer and tastes nicer. Although, wouldn't advise eating raw basil. Or basil leaves on their own. It's not the nicest. Now that I've managed to swallow the basil, I've been super impressed overall with the Smart Garden's ease of use. It really is just plug and play. Pop the pods in and there you go. You've got basil plants 30, 40 days later that you can eat and enjoy, and they taste much nicer than the shop stuff that you buy. They've got no pesticides or anything like that. So yes, it does cost a little bit more, and I do recognise that. But if you're like me and want to know where your food comes from, then the Smart Garden 3 is definitely worth the extra couple of quid that you pay to grow your own stuff with ease. And that's the key point, with ease, because you don't need to do anything other than plug and play, and it does everything for you. Dog hair. And that concludes today's review. Guys, a massive thanks to all my patrons at the moment. You guys are incredible and you're really helping this channel grow. Other than that, if you liked today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you back for another episode of Stu's Reviews soon. Who's a good chef? Who's a good chef? Who's a good little chef? Before you go, consider supporting me on my Patreon page by clicking here. It'll give you some great discounts on stuff I've reviewed and helps me to continue doing reviews. If you want to see some fun stuff, click here to see the highlights of Stu's reviews. And, as a friendly reminder, click this button to subscribe.